Hi, I was going to talk to you today about why you need an aromatherapist. So if you have a kid like mine on the spectrum, their brains are just wired a little bit different. And I can give you an example. My son, when he was little, if he took Benadryl, it would have him bouncing off the walls with, very, very hyper. Um, Other medications just had this weird effect on him. So when we first started aromatherapy, I was not an aromatherapist. I was just someone who was trying to find help for him. So I relied on MLM reps. And I got a lot of bad advice to start out with, things that he was given that just didn't work for him um, at all. Not really. He didn't sleep, hardly ever. He didn't eat, which was another problem of his. He would go days, sometimes weeks, without any more than 2 hours a night of sleep. So I became concerned that it was just, nothing was working. So he had been on medications for quite some time, and even those started to have like the opposite effect. So we took him off of the medications, of course, with the guidance of his psychiatrist. And she was very open to aromatherapy because they have seen, she was at Nationwide Children's Hospital, and they had seen where there was a lot of progress working with kids who are neurodivergent. And so they had a lot of success. So she was very open to the idea of him trying something different just to see how it went. And once I found the proper help with an aromatherapist, it went a lot smoother. And then I kind of just fell in love with aromatherapy, so I became a clinical aromatherapist after that. And then, of course, I work with a variety of different types. There's, autism, ADHD, obviously that. And then I work with pain, as well as I've done hospice and palliative and skin conditions. And the thing with a clinical aromatherapist is we can actually work with your doctor. While your doctor's adjusting your medications, it's very delicate, so sometimes they don't want you taking hardly anything. So what a clinical aromatherapist can do is look at the medications you're on, your medical diagnoses, and then we can actually write up a plan, send it to your doctor for approval, and then once your doctor's approved it, then of course we can begin making the blend for you. You don't need your doctor's approval, but it's recommended, especially if you're in the middle of changing up medications. So that's definitely why I push for a proper aromatherapist, someone that's trained in the clinical sense, and not just by some MLM book. So what we study is, there's pharmacology, anatomy, physiology, pharmacodynamics, and pharmacokinetics, as well as toxicology, botany. There's a litany of things that we study in order to become a clinical aromatherapist. So I just encourage everyone, when you are looking for aromatherapy to help your child, or if you're an adult who needs help, to seek out someone qualified to actually provide you with that help, first and foremost. And I do have an app coming out soon, so you'll be able to reach me on that as well. So I hope that helps.